Yo guys, CFB, welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully we're all doing well. Welcome back to another transfer news video, obviously, if you know what I'm trying to say. Transfer window has officially opened today, this day, you know what I mean? But before we get into the video, I just want to quickly apologise for the lack of uploads in the past 4 or 5 days. The news has been very, very slow around Chelsea. And if there is news, it's been the same developments since the end of the season, since the very day the season ended. It's been very samey, you know, no big developments, if you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, all the news I've got for today is from last night all the way till this very second as I'm speaking to you right now. So we've got some big developments, and the special thing I want to chat to you guys about, actually, which we'll probably jump into first, actually. So yeah, but before we get into any of that, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. Also, first link in the description is my second channel, so go and check that out. Yeah, let's jump straight into the video for today. So let's first start off with a little thing which may be a little clickbait in the title. It may be a little clickbait, but I just want to give my thoughts on it real quick because it is a big topic around football in general speaking. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So this is what I have for you guys, evolving around a certain Kylian Mbappe, probably the best player in the world at the moment. So yeah, Kylian Mbappe has informed PSG of his decision. He'll not trigger the option to extend current contract until 2025. It means that deal would expire next June 2024. As El Equipe called PSG's position, no plan to lose Kylian for free. Sign new deal now or could be sold. And then, well, actually, that's for in a minute after I spoke to you guys about Kylian Mbappe. So, Kylian Mbappe, why am I including him into this video? Look, if he becomes an option for Chelsea, every Chelsea fan is going to want him. If you wouldn't want Mbappe at your club, I don't know what is wrong with you. Don't know. He's an unreal footballer, unreal. Now, there is no real links with Chelsea and Mbappe. I'll just break it to you guys right now. There's no links whatsoever. But why have I included it into the title? Because if he's going to leave PSG, you know, and there's any team sniffing around for him, you know, let's think about this logically. Bayern Munich wouldn't get him. I don't think Bayern Munich would splash 100. I think the rumoured price going about is 150 million euros, which is actually cheaper than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 200 million euros. So you're looking at about 130 something million for him. Let's be real, Bayern ain't going to splash that. When have you seen Bayern splash that type of money? Not that much. Juventus don't have that money to splash. Barcelona, you know, they don't have that money to splash. Real Madrid, okay. Now let's get into this. Let's start. Liverpool, hold on a minute. Liverpool wouldn't splash that type of money on the player. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. Plus his wages, which is going to be like 700k a week or something like that. Something stupid. They wouldn't splash that. So let's go through it now. Real Madrid will splash that money, and they will splash that wages, and it's probably the most likely destination for Mbappe. Let's be real. Real Madrid is that team. Now, Man City would do that as well. They've got the money, they've got the financial backing, they've got the team, they've got Champions League football and stuff like that to do that deal. But they've got Haaland now. Would they really want Mbappe and Haaland in the same team? Would they both even play together as their rivals for the next Ballon d'Ors? Because obviously Messi and Ronaldo will retire very, very soon, as you guys know. Now, moving on to Chelsea. Now, a lot of you probably laughing, who aren't Chelsea fans, probably laughing right now saying, Chelsea wouldn't do this, Chelsea wouldn't do this. Let's not lie, Todd Boehly, he's been in for some big players before. We all know Todd Boehly's not afraid to put the price down. We all know this. You know, a couple months back, apparently it was still said that Todd Boehly hasn't found his marquee signing that he wants to get yet. So, there's a decision there. And we would splash the wages as well. I reckon those 3 teams are probably the best suited for Mbappe deal. Instead of like, you know, I could see Man United coming in for him, but I think they've got the whole takeover thing, so you don't even know like what's going on there. You know, Mbappe to Chelsea, you know, I'm going to put this photo up here real quick. I nearly forgot about it. Can he fulfill his dream that he didn't manage to before? I heard a little rumour, apparently. Mbappe did go for trials at Chelsea. He did, and you can research this. He had trials at Chelsea. But from what I heard, apparently his scouts said he wasn't great defending. He didn't have great defending. So that's why they didn't take him on. That's why I said that. If that's true, that is criminal. But, yeah, here's Fabrizio Romano dumbing the news down anyway. Sources have confirmed that Chelsea are not working on Mbappe. They are working on other things and do not intend to do crazy things. So yeah, that's the Mbappe thing out the way. But I just want to give you you guys my opinion on it because it's a big topic right now. You know, Chelsea could come with an offer, and you know, it's Chelsea Football Club. Todd Boehly, I'm pretty sure Mbappe would be interested. You know, one of his idols is Drogba as well. It's been proven about that as well. So moving on to the next bit of news now. This news actually kind of excites me a little bit, and I'm going to give my thoughts on it, obviously, after I've read it out to you guys. But we've not really heard much to do with strikers since the end of the season all the way until now. We haven't heard much at all about any striker targets we're going after, or that apart from that we like Victor Osimhen, which we all know this. We all like Victor Osimhen. But it looks like we've identified a striker now. Obviously, let me give it to you guys right now. So, from Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are tracking Villarreal striker Nicholas Jackson, confirmed as called by Nazar Kinsella. He's also one of many strikers in list. RB Leipzig, Milan and more Premier League clubs are also interested. No decision at this stage. Understand release clause is 35 million euros. Now, I'll be honest to you guys, I've never... Actually, just before I say, Nazar Kinsella, he actually got something right. Oh my days. He actually got something right for once. Fair play to fair play. But I've heard nothing about this guy. I've never heard about his name. Not Nazar Kinsella, the striker we're on about. Never heard of him before. You know, today's the first time I've ever heard of him. And I ain't going to lie and sit here and say, oh, I've watched him. He's going to be a great player for Chelsea. No. But I have took a look at his highlights. That's the best you can do at this stage. I've had a couple look at... a couple highlights from different type of videos on YouTube, you know. And I think he's a 6'1" Senegalese striker. And I like the look of him. Now, I like the look of him. He seems like he's got some strength. He's tall. He's very physical. He knows how to put the ball in the back of the net as well. I can tell by the way he plays. The way he plays, I'm not identically, you know, comparing, do you know what I mean? But it's kind of a way he plays it. He reminds me a little bit like Drogba, but not Drogba, do you know what I mean? He won't obviously be that Drogba caliber, but he reminds me similar. He's got similarities, if you know what I'm trying to say. And I wouldn't be against this. I like Chelsea signing gems. Now, the last time Chelsea signed a gem was Badiashile. Me, myself, when I first heard of Badiashile and I saw him and looked at his compilation, I thought, this guy don't look that great and everything. He's coming to Chelsea and he's been top-notch. One of our best signings under Todd Boehly, in my opinion. I love it when Chelsea go after the gems because it's a low-risk, high-reward type of thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You know, if it flops, he flops. You know, there wasn't big expectation on him. But if he comes out and becomes this amazing player, he's going to be loved by Chelsea fans. Loved. Let's be real, Drogba, when he first arrived at Chelsea, yes, he wasn't 21 like this guy is, but he was 26 when he arrived at Chelsea. But nobody heard of Drogba before. Nobody heard of Drogba before. He wasn't this world-class, elite, European pedigree striker, you know what I mean? But he came in and he became one of our biggest legends ever. I would be so down for this. So down. I'm not saying he's going to hit that height. He could easily flop for all I know. But I like us going after gems when it's necessary. There could be some gems that are just stinkers and you can just tell from the way they are. Do you know what I mean? But I'm down for this. I'm down for this. We have to see how things develop. Do I reckon it will happen? I don't know. I don't know much news. This is only just broke today. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it all plans out. Now, let's move on to a Maurizio Pochettino thing, which might come to a surprise to some of you. Like, I'm pretty sure most of you won't be happy with this, but obviously I'm going to give my thoughts after. So, here we go from Sky Sports. dodgy a little bit, but here it is. Mauricio Pochettino plans to go into next season with Kepa Arrizabalaga as his first choice goalkeeper, with the new Chelsea boss happy with Kepa. Chelsea are not currently pursuing moves for either Andre Onana or Robert Sanchez and are unlikely to do so. They have other priorities in this transfer market, both in terms of outgoings and incomings. Now, again, this is another thing I'm not too bothered about. Like, if we keep Kepa next season, I'm not against it at all. Like, if Mendy's our second and Kepa's our first, yes, Kepa isn't amazing. He's not a title-winning keeper, but let's be real. Are we going to win the title next season? There's a very, very low possibility. Very low possibility. I think Kepa's a good goalie. I really do. I think he's a good goalkeeper. It's just little things let him down, like long-range shots he just can't save. You can't save long-range shots majority of the time. But he is a good goalkeeper. He's saved us on many occasions, many occasions. But, I'm not too against this. Because, like that says, we've got many other better positions to look after. We've got to get 2 DMs. We've got to get striker. We still might need another cam or another winger. That's 4 players we've got to get there. So, I'd much rather get those positions than, pursue with a striker for next season. That's just me personally. So, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Now, let's move on to the big bit of news coming from Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein. So, more on Kai Havertz. Oh, no, that's the second one, sorry. Oh, you know what bit it is now. So, Arsenal are in talks with Kai Havertz after positive contacts on player side. He's keen on the move. Chelsea want around £75 million for Havertz now. Arsenal will not pay that amount. Real Madrid talks currently off. And here's the other bit of news. More on Kai Havertz. Sources feel that Chelsea could be flexible about price tag after initial £75 million request considered too high by Arsenal. Player keen on the move. It could help Arsenal in the negotiation. Real Madrid won't even pay $50 million for Kai Havertz as of now. First thing I just want to say, I want Kai Havertz out of Chelsea. I personally want Kai Havertz out of Chelsea. I just don't see a way in the world it works. Now, would I be down for him to join Arsenal? No, because I already know which way this is going to go. I already know. Majority of the players that leave Chelsea and go to Arsenal usually flop. And usually the players that leave Arsenal and go to Chelsea usually tend to work out, Giroud, Fabregas, stuff like that, But with this one, I feel like there's something in my head that tells me if he goes to Arsenal, it's going to be a match made in heaven. And it's going to come back and haunt us. Even though you guys know I don't rate Kai Havertz particularly that high. I just don't. Personally, I just don't see it. For some reason, I don't know why, I feel like he's going to do well at Arsenal if he does go there. Now, we shouldn't let him go for anything higher than 50 million in my eyes. If we get a bid over 50 mil, grey heavens, sell in my opinion, because we'll be lucky to get over that for him. Is he looking like he's going to leave? I think he will leave Chelsea. I think he will leave Chelsea this coming season. He won't be at Chelsea for the next upcoming season in my eyes. Am I sad to see him go? No. Thank you for the Champions League, the Club World Cup as well. But Premier League-wise, he ain't great. A lot of people are going to say, oh, but he hasn't played in his preferred position. He played as a cam before, many times on many occasions, and he didn't do well. Played as a striker or false nine, he hasn't done well. He's played out wide, he hasn't done well. Where else do you want him to play? Where else do you want him to play? As a sideliner? I don't know. Moving on to probably his best buddy now. Here's another big bit of news. Actually, we'll leave this news till last because it's actually quite a big bit of news. Sorry about that, guys. The clip cut out for some reason. But here's a big bit of news revolving around a centre-back who joined us last summer. Chelsea have rejected the idea of Koulibaly on loan to Inter Milan. Bayern Munich have discussed Koulibaly internally, from Nathan Gissin. Now, before we got Koulibaly this summer, actually when we got Koulibaly this summer, I was loving it. I was like, come on. Because for numerous amount of years, I remember always urging Chelsea to go and get Koulibaly. Now, last season, Koulibaly was good in Europe. He was very good in Europe. But in the Premier League, there's probably 2 games where I can look at him and go, you were actually really good. Apart from that, he's been really poor. Really, really poor. Gives away the ball easily. He's tugging on shirts too easily and stuff like that. You know, I don't know personally. For me, if he was younger, maybe it would have been better. Koulibaly, if he was younger and came to Chelsea, it would have been better. But it didn't really click. Nothing clicked with this move. Maybe if Tuchel was here the long term, maybe Koulibaly would have been better under Tuchel, as he was a Tuchel signing. But I just don't see a way it works, especially with Levi Colwill coming through, with Badia Shield there, who has been better than Koulibaly as well. You know, Silva and Fofana on the other sides as well. I don't see a way he's getting in, personally. And I think, you know, if we're selling him as well, do not put him out on loan. Inter Milan trying to get these loans off us constantly is getting annoying now. You either put the price down or you're not getting him. Simple. I can't deal with any more loans. So yeah, let me know what you think about Koulibaly. Kind of sad to see, but, you know, I wish it worked out. It looks like he's going to leave. And now moving on to the last bit of news, which is a big bit of news evolving around Mason Mount. And here's the recent update around Mount. Manchester United have submitted an opening bid for Mason Mount today, as they guaranteed to the player days ago. Bid worth £40 million. Chelsea rejected the proposal as per Matt Law. No plans to accept £40 million fee for Mount. Manchester United planning to bid again. Now, in all fairness, I don't blame Chelsea for rejecting £40 million. I think if we get a bid over £55 million for Mason Mount, I think we should accept it. Apparently, we're holding out for £75 million. I think we're just pricing Mason Mount out of the move there. But again, I think along with the Kai Havertz and the Koulibaly one, I think Mason Mount will leave Chelsea. I think he will leave Chelsea, which is sad again, because I think he's a player that it could have worked, but I just, especially under Pochettino, I can see him working really well under Pochettino, but it seems like Chelsea's board, along with Mason Mount, it's all been broken down. It's all been broken down. I don't see a way this is going to get resolved. Obviously, United, Mason Mount, personal terms all agreed, it looks like. As soon as that fee gets done, which obviously, like it says there, they're planning to bid soon. As soon as that fee's agreed, it's done. Say goodbye to it. Say goodbye to it. Like I said, over 55 million I would accept, or even 55 million I'd accept, but nothing under 55 mil, in my opinion. I'm not too worried about Mason Mount going to United either, in my opinion, because I just feel like it will be the same situation as Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? And I've spoke to a United fan before, one of my mates who was a United fan, and one of my mates who's a United fan said that he's not too keen about this either, like in terms of like, would it work? So yeah, that's all I've got to say for today. That's a big bit of news piled into one video here. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you all think about the striker, for example. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you've seen him before. Kai Havertz leaving, Mason Mount leaving, you know, that's probably a total of 100 million guaranteed there on those type of players. Let me know what you think about my Mbappe situation. If we went in for Mbappe, no Chelsea fans should be complaining. But yeah, and also the Koulibaly situation, let me know what you think about that. Also, a video will be coming in the next day or two, evolving around my top 5 strikers. It's been delayed over time, but it will be coming soon. So beware for that. Keep your notification bell on for the channel, because videos could come at any time. Depends. We could get a deal agreed for some player for tomorrow, and the video will be straight out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, take care all. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, notification bell on, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.